Great evening, everybody. And we are live, broadcasting live from the Dr. Larry White Senior Talk Show. I want to just talk a little bit about last night. Last night was incredible. We had actress extraordinaire Reese Odom in the building, and we were talking about my new project, When Men Lean In, We All Win. Y'all go get that thing. It'll be #1 soon. During the pandemic, we need to go out and vote. I didn't make it to vote today, but I'm going tomorrow. But go out and get this thing, When Men Lean In, We All Win. And also my other books are available at VIPEventsConcierge.com, VIPEventsConcierge.com. But thanks a lot for Reese Odom last night. I just got your text message. And so without further ado, I want to welcome, she's no stranger to the show. The last time I saw her, she was in the DMV at our 5th annual Congressional Black Caucus, and she was the last speaker of the night. She dropped the mic. Thank you. Shout out to the mastermind group. We put her in a hotel for a night. So she came up from New Jersey. Then she moved to Arizona. Now she's back here on the East Coast. Tara Towns, welcome to the show, my sister.
Thank you. How have you been?
I've been doing blessed. The families, we're doing well. And, we're doing the virtual learning with the kids and making that adaptation. So we're doing well. And I thank you for asking, because every time you ask somebody that question, they're not always doing well,
Right. Absolutely.
So, Tara, I know a whole lot about you. You're absolutely amazing. Tell us, for those who may not know who you are personally and professionally, tell us who Tara Towns is.
Well, I am a mom, first and foremost. I am a clinician, and I work with children. Well, I work with all age groups, but right now, primarily my practice is with children 0 to 3 in the early intervention program. I'm an advocate, anti-bullying advocate, published author, speaker, a lot of things. But I am an entrepreneur, and that is the thing that I love most about me.
Absolutely, and we're going to get to all of that. We're going to save this new information that you got for this new app, and they have all these different initiatives. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, all these different things. But you have something that I want to say is I'm not going to say it's a taboo subject, but a lot of people aren't talking about bullying, and you're just leading the country in that. But let's take a step back. You're an entrepreneur. You're an author. Tell us what inspired you to become an entrepreneur and also an author.
I don't want to work for anyone. No. I was a single mom, and I was a student, and so I, on that journey, just finding childcare and just making it all happen. I started out with a very small home daycare, and then it turned into a very large one, and then converted it into a preschool program, and it just went really, really well. And I was able to be at home with my kids, or even in that setting. Even when we, converted the home into a preschool, I still was around for my children. I was able to take my classes and do my studies very, very well, and was able to maintain. It's a great industry that it's very lucrative. So we were fine, and that's what really started it. But honestly, ever since I was a little girl, I did hair, I did sewing, I did babysitting, I did everything. So I think it's in my nature.
Well, your sister, the Honorable Toddler Battle Lockhart, says hello. Thank you for voting today, Toddler. I was so tired. I had a show last night, and but I'm going to vote. It's no excuse, and I'm so glad to hear that Trump is getting his butt kicked. So let's keep it going, everybody. Shout out to the Honorable Toddler Battle Lockhart. Shout out to Sherry DeVals-Denard. Listen, public service announcement. I'm going to say this for the last time. For the guy that's hacking my Instagram page, stop it. You have been reported multiple times, and people, that's not me, but this guy just keeps on stealing my pictures. When you're up to something good, you're doing God's work, Satan always try to get a victory. So young man, go be yourself. You'll never be me. What God has for you, he has for you, and stop stealing my pictures. I just want to put that out because a lot of people are hitting me up. So second time this week, that the same guy just keeps on hacking my page. So just want to put that out there. Love you anyway. David Bride, how you doing? I'm really loving StreamYard. The lower thirds are absolutely amazing. And we're chopping it up here with Tara Towns by way of New Jersey up top. We got a lot to do. And I'm just so excited. So let's just go right into it. Let's talk about your bullying campaign. Tell us a little bit about your son, how this became about, and then let's go right into the new app world. She's getting ready to drop a new app. You heard it right here first on the Dr. Larry, on the Dr. Larry White Senior Talk Show. And Tara, I want you and Toddler, David Bride. I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary for my show, and I'm up to my 95th episode. So how exciting is that? And you kind of were one of the first people on the show. Toddler was number 2 on the show. So here we go. 1-year anniversary, turning 52. God keep waking me up. Tell us what's going on with your campaign, with the anti-bullying campaign. How did it come into fruition? And also tell us about this new amazing app that you have.
Yes. Well, actually, you know, my son is definitely the inspiration behind the whole mission. I mean, I thought I was going to work with teen moms, but God had another purpose for my life. But my son Encore, for all of you guys who don't know, he's 12 years old and he was born with achondroplasia, and that's dwarfism. We do not use the word midget or anything like that. It is very offensive to that population. So he was born with dwarfism, and you know, society just didn't prepare other children for that level of diversity. So when he started in the school system, they really bullied him to no point. They stepped on the back of his feet. They held up things above his head. You know, they made him fall. He would come home with missing skin. And when the skin started missing too much, that's when I went up to the school and I said, you know what? He's being bullied. I didn't even really think about bullying until my son went through that. And then when he shut down, there were quite a few incidences, but there was one where this boy humiliated him at a birthday party, and he literally called him a creep. What is that? He's a monster. Like, he started yelling out around all of course ears, and it just debilitated his spirit. We got in the car. I said, "Oh, you want to go get yogurt?" Because he wouldn't even talk. He just shut down. And then I just really started saying, okay, this is really scary. You know, what is this about? What's going on? I went to the school. Long story short, didn't know I was a speaker, didn't know he was a speaker. But God will move you into what he has for you. And the school let us come in. Spoke once. He was 7 at the time. He's 12. He speaks in front of 900 students now. That was our last talk that we had at school in South Dakota. Is 900 people, and for a 12-year-old, that's a lot of people to speak in front of. And so basically, I wrote a book called Tiny But Mighty.
I have that book, by the way. Thank you so much.
And I have yours. And this book is a motivational book to inspire children. It talks about beautifully diverse people. He's a little prince, and he has this whale of a mission, and he's the smallest person in this little land. And it's just an amazing story, not because I wrote it. It's just an amazing story to share with children, to help them get over things. So long story short, the book happened, and then my spirit just said, didn't even ever think about a nonprofit, but I'm like, okay, all right, Lord, it was God talking to me. Bottom line is, we started the nonprofit, and we've been going for 3 years now. We've done a lot of work. We work with families who have lost children between the ages of 7 and 14. We work with them directly. There's cases going on. You know, we can't speak about details, but we've just.
Uh-oh. Okay, you're back.
Okay.
Yes, you're back. Okay. We had you free. Yeah. Hey, look, we got to shout out Toddler in a second about her new #1 book. Listen, okay. I had to get Verizon to come to my home, drill a hole in the wall because my Zooms was freezing up. And I'm like, I got to take my show to the next level. I got these celebrities and all these great entrepreneurs. So yeah, I had to make sure my stuff was right. Bandwidth, new PC, new microphones, you know, got my mom behind me. She resting in heaven. But yeah, keep going, because we got some shout outs to do. People are matriculating in. Everybody give us some likes, give us some hearts. Tara
Yeah.
Town, just getting started, dropping the mic here. I shared this broadcast out to several people, so you can share it as well. But Tara, keep on going because we want to get to the app, but we
Yeah.
definitely got a shout out to do here shortly.
Okay, well, just to continue on, we've just, and then we did the T-shirt campaign, and we had 32 NFL players to wear our shirts and do our No Bully in Our Zone T-shirt campaign in Atlanta. And we just have been making some serious moves. So once again, I see it's just layers happening, and that's what happens when you start a business, whether it's a nonprofit or a for-profit. It goes in layers, scaffolds, and then the idea came in. I was just sitting by myself one day, and I said, you know what, there should be an app for this bullying situation where we don't have reporting, we don't have recording, we have tracking, but it's not what our app does. It's a lot of different things, and then people don't know that children 7 to 14 are taking their lives. So how do we let them know? We show them in an app to where these children are not forgotten. We have a registry inside of our app. We have reporting. We have tracking. It's amazing. I once again cannot tell until 3 weeks. To the world. I'll come back.
So we're getting it here first on the Dr. Larry White Senior Talk Show.
Yes, you
Hey,
are.
listen, I love, and look, I think it was a movie, it's Best Man, the first movie, with Nia Long's character, Tay Diggs' character. We don't want the sloppy seconds from Oprah. You got the exclusive right here. And so I really appreciate, this show is always meant to empower people, give a voice for those who may not have a voice or a platform. And so the message gets disseminated out, and I'm really, really proud of you. And again, shout out to Toddler Battle. Lockhart, her book went #1 in the country the other day. So shout out to Taj. All right. So the mobile app is, I don't know, I got to figure out how to use this new platform, because at some point, let's get you back on the app and back on the show, so we can look at the GUI, the graphic unit interface, that big word there, if you're an IT person, just to kind of see it. Can you, so tell us a little bit more, what is the app really, really, really going to do? How can it help all communities? And it's coming out. Maybe you could talk about pricing, where they can go get it, the launch, all that good stuff.
Okay. So the app, without giving out all of the details, because the launch 4 weeks to the public. We're in our beta testing stage right now. Yay. We have there's 138,000 school districts. There's 96,000 private school districts. So our app will be all through the United States in private and in public schools. And then it's open to the public who don't have their children either in a private or public school. Maybe they're homeschooling them, or maybe there's just another situation going on. This app is for everyone who wants to know where your child is, what they're doing, who's touching them, who's bullying them, and you can see it in real time. This is a serious cutting edge app. It's patent, trademarked. It's that serious.
And you're the CEO and founder of this app?
Yes, I'm the intellectual properties. No, really.
Listen, I'm amazed. I will tell you, I'm a military. Some of you all know I'm a Navy guy, a Navy veteran. And I was overseas living in Europe at the time. And my son was going to a DOD school, Department of Defense. And he came home. He said he had been being bullied. One kid, literally just spit saliva all over him on the bus. And I talked to the bus driver. She said, "There's nothing I can do," and told my son, just suck it up. And long and short, I ended up talking to the principal, and it was one individual that just was bullying like 6 or 7 boys. And I was told that my son was a part of that process. I said, I'm one of these parents. If my kids are bad, you're bad, and I'm gonna let you know. But I knew that wasn't in my son's character. I had to get my son to get the confidence to stand up for himself. And after a while, he turned it around, because the bully was just really afraid of everybody, and just really just trying to put that fear into other people that he had in himself. And so I've been a parent that's had to deal with my son being bullied, and it lasted for a short while, because I told the parents, I met with the parents. I said, listen, if the school isn't going to do anything, I'm going to do something about it. And we end up getting it taken care of. So I just want to say that I want to thank you for being transparent. This is something, you know, when you share your weakness or something that you're going through, it's really your power, because now you're
Yeah.
turning that situation of what's supposed to be a problem into a power of doing something about it. So I want to thank you for being proactive. I mean, now we're talking about a national, international thing
Yeah.
that you are doing. And so thank you so much for sharing. So I know you can't give too much. You said you're in the beta stage. So it's like October 26th. When can we look for the launch of this new app?
In about 4 weeks. And it will, we're at Android, in the Play Store, in the Apple Store, on tablets, watches. It is that app. Now, I wanted to, you asked something very important. So this part I can talk about is, what is this app like really going to do? How is it cutting edge? Well, the features are very cutting edge, and that's really what I can't talk about too much. But I will say, the one thing that keeps us away from seeing a social shift is the numbers that the CDC has for children in this age group that commit suicide and that are bullied. So per like 2016, per the CDC, we have 106,000 children that miss school every day. We have about 5,000 in that age group that commit suicide, and that half of them, they don't even give a number, but half of them have been related to bullying. So the CDC needs a reputable, source of data set. That's what we have, and we have it 4 ways. So there's no, when you really considered a valuable statistic to them to make laws and put laws in place. We get more numbers, then each state will say it's mandatory. We have policies and procedures, and we have a curriculum, an empathy-based curriculum, to start with little children as early as 2. We thought of everything as early as 2 to redirect that pattern so that they don't become victimized or they don't become bullies. We have resources on this app for parents raising bullies. We even have a resource for the bully. People say, why the bully? He's a bully. I hate bullies. First of all, I don't use the word hate, and not with a child in the same sentence. What we're forgetting is he's also not 11. He is a kid. So who's raising him? We're not pointing fingers, but I'm just saying who's raising him and who's guiding him. And even if it's not you, who are you leaving him with? With who do what does he watch on television? What is he listening to? All of these things in our outer system with kids, they're shaping our children. So if it's not us, there's an influence somewhere, obviously, right, to do this. And so this app also
little technical difficulties here with Tara. She'll come back.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost your video. I can hear you.
Okay, let me see. You see, every time you are doing something good, the enemy definitely will try.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. She coming back, y'all. She coming back, and this is just really good. We're talking to Tara Town. She's talking about her new mobile app that's coming out here very soon. Let's see, we get her back here. Okay, Tara Town. And thank you so much, everybody on Facebook. Toddler, Sherry. Oh, David Brod, how you doing, my brother? Oh, wow. Okay. I see y'all coming in. Just waiting on my sister to get back, give y'all a few shout outs. Tara's having a few technical difficulties, but we gonna bring her in. Hey, Dion Banks. Okay. So everybody, we just lost Tara. She had some technical difficulties, but she was talking about a mobile app that she's coming out with, and I think she's back here. Let's try to get her back. Okay, there we go.
Sorry about that, guys. No, it's just the technical stuff that's going on in the world right now. I think everyone hops on at between 7 and 9 at night with COVID.
Right. Well, let me ask you a couple more questions before we get you out of here. So one of the things we talked about the mobile app, we talked about your book. How can people contact you to get more information on the launch? That's question number 1. How can they contact you? So go ahead and answer that question, because I got a couple more real quick for you.
Okay, so the Bullying Buddy is what the app is called. And we have the Bullying Buddy on Instagram. We have the Bullying Buddy on Facebook, where we'll be posting the launch. And obviously, I have Tiny Be Mighty. That is my Instagram, and Tiny Be Mighty on Facebook. And I'm on LinkedIn as myself, Tara Lynn Towns. We're everywhere.
Absolutely. So let me know if you can come down for the 7th. I have a hard book launch of my new book, When Men Lean In, We All Win.
Okay.
Hey.
Gotta get it, guys.
I want to give you, you know me, I'm a big networking guy, promotion. I would love to give you an opportunity. We can talk offline. I would love to give you the opportunity to come down on the 7th, and we'll probably have 100, maybe 100 people. Social distance, everybody. Bring your masks. You will not be allowed to come in unless you have your mask. But some great people coming in. Shout out to McKinley Toombs, my best man, good friend over 40 years, was in my wedding. But I would like for you to come out on the, we know we talked about it, but let me know if you can come out on the 7th. And also, because as soon as the pandemic is over, Tara, I'm going on tour. Going to Tampa, going to Atlanta. Remember we talked about Phoenix,
Yes.
LA, San Diego. It's going to take me a year and some change, but I got like 10 city tour that I'm going to go on with all my books. And also we're going to do some speaking engagement. So I would love for you, you know, we've talked about it. Honestly, we didn't know the pandemic was going to slow us all down. But as soon as you get everything together, let's get on these planes. Let's get in our cars. We can take care of Delaware. We can take care of New Jersey and New York. As far as like when it's safe to travel, let me say this, when it's safe to travel. But I do want you to know, I do have a few social distance things that we can do to get the word out, make awareness to this. And also we can do some Zooms as well and get you back on the show, especially when the launch comes out. So I'm excited. I want to leave you with this loaded question. What encouraging words would you give people right now? We know they got to go out and vote. What encouraging words would you give? The country's hurting right now. We're going through a pandemic. Over 200,000 people have lost their lives due to COVID-19. Some of my close friends have lost loved ones. And I mean, it's tough times. I can't wait till next week. Hard launch of my book. Everybody, I have a virtual launch December 12th. But the next 2 times I talk about my new book, When Men Lean In, We All Win, we're going to have a new president, damn it. Because this dude has to go. Oh, it's going to be some yelling up in this piece. Get this guy up out of here. But it's been a rough year. It's been a rough year. I'll be 52 years of age in the next few months if the Lord keep working me up. This is the worst I've seen. And I was born in the 60s, came out of civil rights, raised in the 70s. Segregation desegregation of schools, busing, all that was just happening. Went through the 80s, modern technology, the 90s where R&B music was good, Rodney King, all that stuff. This is the worst I have seen since I've been breathing, where people really can't go anywhere. I'm just devastated. And every now and again, any positive news, Tara, we can have, we need it. So this has been great information. But for those that's struggling during the pandemic, what encouraging words would you like to leave our listening audience on, not to give up, but to go out? Because I'm assuming with this initiative that you're doing, you did this during the pandemic. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So y'all, if no excuse, if she come up with a mobile app to fight bullying and help us all get better, you need to do something. So tell us, leave us with some encouraging words, Tara.
I want to say this. I want to say return to yourself because you have the time. Go deep within the deepest place of your soul and connect with you so that you can create what you always wanted to create on the outside, because it starts within. It's a time, it's a time to be with your family. We're forced to be with them, you know, in COVID, the quarantine is not, you know, it's not a walk in the park, but I will tell you this, we have time. And the number one thing I get from people, clients, is say, what do I do with my time? What's my purpose? You can unfold your purpose when the noise is quiet. And God definitely has us at home, and he has the noise of society turned down. And now we can listen to what he wants us to do and not what we think we should be doing. So return to yourself, go within, and use whatever you already have in the inside to create what you want on the outside, because it could be done. And I say this last thing, COVID is giving you a chance to have a head start in the race, because when the door opens, you can be turnkey if you work right now in this time. You can get whatever you wanted to think about and do that you never had the chance to do because you have work, you had travel, you had kids, you had this, you had, now you have time. Make the most of it.
That was a Barack Obama drop mic. Thank you, Tara Towns. You're absolutely amazing. We're going to get that contact information for you again. It's been a blessing to have you on the show second, third time. Such, we're on the same time zone. I really I was really appreciating you when you went to Phoenix, but I was missing you. I wanted you back in New Jersey because we had these big events. So, to come down the Turnpike, 95, ain't nothing but a 2-3 hour drive to get you down here from Jersey down here to the DMV. You are absolutely phenomenal, Tara. I thank you for being, a woman of truth, of just leading the way. So I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
David, you can give me a shout out offline, inbox me, brother. They're matriculating in. Again, we are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Instagram. We are live on LinkedIn.
Alive and live.
To God be the glory.
Amen.
Thank you so much. All right, Tara.
Okay.
You definitely left us with a lot of golden nuggets. We're going to get you out of here. Amen. Leave us with that contact information or website that you may have for people to reach out to you again.
Okay, so bullyingbuddy.app.com, tinybemighty.org, Tiny Be Mighty, and Bullying Buddy on all social media platforms. It's just the name that it is, right on Instagram, Facebook, and then on LinkedIn, I'm under my name, Tara Lynn Towns, and on Facebook as well. You guys, you must use this app when it comes out. You're going to be like, oh my God, when you use it. So we're excited, and thank you.
Absolutely. Listen, everybody, you see the bottom ticker. That's what it is. VIP Events Concierge, the Dr. Larry White Senior Talk Show with Tara Towns. Man, I'm telling you, I'm loving me some StreamYard. Y'all better go get it. Make your guests look real good. Listen, y'all have a blessed week. Continue to wash your hands. Be safe. Go out and vote. I love you all, and you can't do anything about it. Tara Towns, thank you so much for blessing us with all this information. And we'll get you back on the show for the official launch in about 4 weeks. 4 weeks. 4 weeks. All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see you on Thursday. Thursday, 8 Atlanta Stand Up. I got Courtney Lee in the building on Thursday at 10 a.m., my regularly scheduled program. But when you get these special shows, special VIPs, Tara reached out. She said, Doc, I got to get on the show. I got some stuff going. No problem. We get you on the show. We took care of it. So. Yes. All right. And look, we always know that you need some funding. So we'll get you back on the show. We'll talk about how people can write a check or be an investor or whatever that may be. Okay.
Yay. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
We'll see y'all. See you Thursday.
Bye.